welcome to a new video. Today I thought I would do a bit of a reading vlog. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't been uploading any reading vlogs. I used to do 2 a month. It just got overwhelming. I was never recording and I just couldn't deal with recording and editing and posting them that often, but I thought I would come in and kind of do a one-off reading vlog, and that's kind of my plan going forward. For now, I will kind of just do them when I have a little bit of time, or if I have a specific theme that I want to do, and just kind of do it that way. But today I'm doing something pretty fun. I just randomly came up with this last night. I finished my current read, and then I picked out 4 books and put them on my Instagram stories from my TBR and said, help me pick my next reads. So I didn't get a whole lot of views or votes, but there is one very clearly in the lead. So I'm going to show you the 4 that I had as options, and then the one I will be reading for this reading vlog. So first I had Happily This Christmas by Susan Mallery. Is it August and I'm suggesting a Christmas book? Yes, but that's very me. So I'm excited to one day get to read this. It is about their neighbors, and the guy has his daughter coming into town for Christmas, and so she's helping him get ready for that. So it looks like a very cute book. Next, I have Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This is a YA fantasy that sounds super interesting. It's about some mythology influenced, and I think there's mermaids and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it. I got it in the Once Upon a Book Club box. I'm very excited to read this. It looks so interesting. Next, of my options, I have The Bodyguard by Katherine Center. This was the book of the month in July. I'm very excited to read this. I think it looks so cute. I believe it's also a closed door romance, which is kind of just what I've been gravitating towards occasionally right now, but I think this book sounds really cute. It is follows, he is a famous actor, I think, singer, actor, it's not important, and she is his bodyguard. He has to go home to Texas or something country and take care of his family, and she goes to be the bodyguard, so to keep away paparazzi and stuff, but because he doesn't want to introduce her as a bodyguard to his family, she pretends to be the girlfriend, which is just such a perfect synopsis. It sounds like so much fun. I've said in the past, I don't love famous and non-famous relationships. It's not my favorite trope to have a famous character, but I recently read Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade and adored that. So maybe I don't hate that trope, I don't know. But I also am very excited to give this a try. And then lastly on the options was Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco, one of my favorite authors of all time. I'm actually astonished I haven't read this yet. This is about a girl who is trying to figure out why and how her sister died. It was a murder, and she has to team up with a literal prince of hell, which that sounds like so much fun. And I think this one kind of is leaning into the older YA, maybe even new adult if publishers would allow that genre to exist, because I think it's on the steamier side-ish. It's not an adult fantasy romance, but it's, I think, a little bit older than Capturing the Devil. What's the first one? Stalking Jack the Ripper. Should I read Stalking Jack the Ripper again? I probably should, but I'm very excited to try this as well. I think it looks so much fun, and I actually kind of feel like I am ready for a fantasy, which I haven't read in a while. So these are the options. Now let me tell you which one Instagram chose for me, rather. I will be reading Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. This definitely had the most votes. I think it had 6 or 7 votes, which still is not that many, but no one views my Instagram stories, but it's fine. I'm very excited to give this a try. I think it'll be fun. It's not super long. I think it's only 350 pages. Yeah, 350 exactly. So I'm very excited to give it a try. I will bring you along and tell you all my thoughts as I am reading. I'm hoping to get quite a bit of reading done today. And then I just wanted to say that I will also be vlogging this when I do read it. Knock that over, because I have the Once Upon a Book Club box that I bought, and I plan on vlogging this experience when I read this and opening the gifts that were in the box. And depending on how my experience is with the box, I might consider subscribing. It's just so expensive. I don't know. I think this is one of the more affordable boxes out there, but it's still more than I have ever spent because I've never bought a bookish box before. But yeah, I'm gonna go start this one and I will update you guys later. Hello, a quick update for Kingdom of the Wicked while I finish up my skincare routine and put this away from earlier. So it's actually been a couple weeks since I started this vlog. I took a quick break from Kingdom of the Wicked only because my library hold for I'm Glad My Mother Died by Jennette McCurdy came in and I had to read that ASAP. So I took a break to read that. Loved it. Incredible writing. Read it if you can get your hands on a copy. Lots of trigger warnings. Check my Goodreads if you want to know. Anyway, I am about halfway through Kingdom of the Wicked though, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm using this Pure 4-in-1 Cloud Cream Moisturizer. It's pretty good. I would repurchase it if I need a moisturizer soon. But I am really liking it. I would say the first half is almost like entirely exposition, and I'm kind of getting the vibe that the first book is going to be a lot of exposition. Not to say that like other things aren't going to happen. I just think because this book is a series, I think just a trilogy, but I'm not sure. I know there are 3 out now. I don't know if there are any more planned or not, but I think I really like the characters so far. I think the inciting incident of the book was obviously very sad, but it was very like exciting in a terrible way. So I really liked that aspect, and I am just loving the demon character so far. He's very funny, very much giving me Reese vibes. This is the BioEssence Squalene Marine Algae Eye Cream. I got it for free at Sephora. But I am very much looking forward to the development of that relationship because it's a complicated duo because he is who he's going to be. He's literally a demon of hell. So, like, we have to have our expectations where they are, you know? And she is a witch, and I just think it's going to be such an interesting dynamic. I don't know. The reason I think I love Stalking Jack the Ripper so much is the characters and the story and the setting and everything, but I kind of like that it has this mystical, magical feeling to it without there actually being magic. So this book is a little bit different in that there is an actual magical aspect, which I don't know. I mean, obviously I love books with magic, but I almost feel like I like that aspect of Stalking Jack the Ripper better, if that makes any sense. But my Alexa's talking. But I am still excited to keep going. I'm going to try and get a little bit of reading done tonight. I don't know if I will. It's already 12:30. But I do want to read this weekend. This is my tried and true. The Ordinary Organic Cold Pressed Rosehip Seed Oil. My absolute favorite product of all time. Just a couple drops. Oh, my hands are really dry too. But I am liking it. I am very excited to see where this deal ends up. Even like the tattoo aspect is reminding me of like Feyre and Rhysand. I just feel like there's a lot of connections. Like it's very much if you like this book, you'll probably like this book, even though they're not really the same concept. Like this is witches, ACOTAR is fairies, but like I'm just getting vibes and I'm like, this could work. But yeah, that is my little update. Not much of an update. Not a whole lot has happened yet, but I sense a lot coming. So I'm very excited to keep going. And I will update you either when I'm farther in the book or when I'm done. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Hello. I realized I did not close out this reading vlog, so I thought I would come in and give you my final thoughts on Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. I actually finished this like a week or two ago. My reading has been very erratic the last few weeks, so I haven't updated this reading vlog, but overall I really loved this one. I loved the characters, I loved the adventure, I loved the magic. Like I said in one of my other updates, it almost felt kind of weird to me to read a magical story from Kerri Maniscalco when I'm in my head I'm so used to like the Victorian times mystery. I don't even know if that was in Victorian times, but olden times, 1800s. I think the other Stack and Jack the Ripper is in the 1880s-ish. Is that Victorian? I don't know. But overall, sidetrack, I really enjoyed this one. I really love the character of Emilia. I love Wrath, obviously. He is just... I'm so excited for that future. I have started this sequel. When I'm recording this, I'm like 100-ish pages in. Like I said, my reading has been very erratic, but also just look how pretty and shiny this cover is. I love it. But I think my favorite parts of this were getting to see Wrath and Emilia build trust and then break it again and then build some and break it and kind of go back and forth, and we end off with not much trust between them, but there's a history, so it's a very interesting relationship dynamic to read. I think probably my favorite part is there's like a caretaking scene, and I love a caretaking trope, when she is left with the fallout of meeting, what is it, Glutton? No, Lust. She meets Lust. And it's in this story, it said that after you kind of see everything that Lust can give you, you're left in like a really heavy depression, to the point where some people, it literally can kill some people, and that's how, as a Prince of Hell, you know, he wreaks havoc. But for her, it just leaves her feeling absolutely devastated, and she can't even like take care of herself, and so Wrath takes care of her for those few weeks. I really loved that part. It was sad, but really well written. I love it. I love Wrath. Now, so far, is Wrath a Thomas Cresswell? Not quite yet. It is very hard to beat a Thomas Cresswell, though. He is probably one of my all-time favorite book boyfriends, so I don't know if we're ever going to beat him, but I love this one. 5 out of 5 stars. The only thing I maybe didn't like was the ending got a little confusing for me. I don't know if that's how fast I was reading it. I think I might have finished this book on one of the nights that I stayed up before work, so it was like 5, 6 in the morning. That could have been a contributing factor. Or just it was very fast paced towards the end, and it got a little confusing trying to figure out who was on whose side. I feel like no one's on anyone else's side. Everyone is on their own side, and that gets confusing because everyone keeps double crossing one another. But it makes for a very exciting story, and I did love it. I cannot wait to continue reading the sequel. And then the third book either came out last week or comes out next week. It comes out very soon. I pre-ordered it, so I should be getting it. But yeah, that is my reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I haven't done a reading vlog in quite a long time because I haven't been doing my regular reading vlogs where I just share everything that I'm reading because it got too overwhelming, and I honestly don't see myself going back to regular reading vlogs for a while, if ever. But if there's any particular books or like a particular theme of reading vlogs that you'd like to see from me, let me know. I'm interested in doing these more themed ones. So like Instagram chose my book, or reading an author's backlist, or reading an anticipated book. There's some ideas that I do have of books, specific books that I would like to vlog reading. But I'm glad I got to do this one because I think of my choices in the beginning, this is probably the one I was most excited about. So yeah, that is my reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I upload videos every Sunday, book content. It's late at night. I'm getting tired. I want to go to bed, but I hope you enjoyed. I love this book. Go read Carrie Maniscalco. That's basically it. I feel like that's my whole channel. It's just go read Carrie Maniscalco. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!